Okay, let's go ahead and do some YF-19 assembly. Hooray for that. Where to start? I had some little issue right here. And then I realized that's going to be covered by a black decal. So it doesn't matter. Okay. Probably don't need a Q-tip because I'm not going to put many decals on. I was going to put decals on here, but then I just went ahead and painted it instead. It's pretty good. It's not great. It's something I can come back and touch up on. I also added a little red down there in the dot. I just thought that looked better. Hope these things are well glued. Alright, so if we're starting with the bottom, we don't want to start with you guys. These will be required. Yeah, and as you can see, I went ahead and sprayed that stripe on. Let's see how that turned out. Hopefully well, because I'd really like to start assembly today. I mean, I'll start assembly today regardless, but being very careful with this Vallejo paint. It's had plenty of time to dry, but even still, I don't know Vallejo well enough to know if it'll betray me. I haven't. Nice. Nice. Ah, yes. As the Sith would say. Or, the kiss. Perfect. Been listening to a Star Wars book. Helps me pass the time when I don't want to think. So let's go ahead. I can't do Admiral Thrawn's voice. It's too soft. Alright, let's see how that worked out. Oh, look at that right there. Yeah, she's a beauty. Instead of doing many of the decals, I just went ahead and painted, because the decals tend to be not so reliable. It's fairly good. Alright, so where do I want to start? I want to start with you guys, because these go in the middle. You won't be able to see that. I'll go ahead and pop open the instructions. This is essentially how you need to build a YF-19 if you do build it, and that you have to paint it in sections. If you put it all together and paint it first, it kind of looks, you know, looks cheap. Because it won't look right at all. But look at that. Final assembly. But I'm not there yet. I need to... That's what I need. There. And you guys. Wait, why are you 28ing me right here? Did I forget to 28 something? What is 28? 28 is steely. I can come back and do that later. Steel. No, I don't think so. And I'm not going to use this stuff because it's got too much gray in it from when I was doing the C-130. That I spilled it everywhere, so it's hard to get a good grip. A good dip, I should say. Good dip out of it. So let me pull out a fresh one. Nice and clear. I believe the first thing we want to do is attach these. Careful not to get anything on my finger so it doesn't get on the model. I still don't have gloves. I really do need to get gloves just for this part. The model won't be a chalky color after I gloss it. Not gloss it, but clear coat it. Clear coating it will give it a slight gloss look, even though it's clear coating, not glossing, but it'll give it a shine essentially, just a little bit of one, but nothing too dramatic. And I can add these guns next. Yes, the guns. Admiral Thrawn is just such a great character. I'm listening to him and Darth Vader, and it really helps pass the time. And it's kind of bad for Vader in a way when you listen to him and Admiral Thrawn talk side by side to each other, because Vader sounds like a bit of a baby. What am I listening to in particular? I'm listening to Star Wars Thrawn Alliances by Timothy Zahn. Read by Mark Thompson. But, you know, Vader's supposed to be scary and crap, but he seems he's so angry all the time that he seems very incompetent when put up beside Thrawn, because Thrawn's very cold and calculating, and Vader's just, it sounds like he's just constantly childishly lashing out at the world around him. I was like, I would think the Dark Lord of the Sith would be a little bit more calculating than that, but there's only one Palpatine, however you say his name. That guy's the dark side incarnated. There we go. Yes. Make sure the weapons are pointed in the right direction. Now we add let these guys settle a little bit. But while I'm doing that, I can go ahead and hit their sides. Because none of this area is seen. It's all under a booster. So it's okay. I had to respray a lot of this. If you notice, like right in here, it's like a bunch of, like in Utah, that mud that's all cracked up. It's everywhere. But it's like dry mud or something. It didn't seal very well. Well, I think it was slightly. I think because I only gave it like 4 hours to dry before I sprayed it. I think what the issue is all the moisture tried to come up after I sprayed it. So I had to respray most of it after I sanded it back down a little bit. And it's a Vallejo thing. I'm so used to using the gold standard of Tamiya that when I did use the Vallejo, the Vallejo's kind of cool. All right. Next part. Pull this out. That's pretty good. I like how it contrasts against the tan color. It's supposed to be white, but I chose a different way. I gotta really finish watching that before I talk like this forever. So let's go ahead and lather this up. Lather it up real good. Yes. Come on. Get in there. It appears to be having a difficult time locking in place. Perhaps it's a bit of a tight fit. There we go. Oh, I felt you stuck on that one. Yep, I felt it. I flexed it out a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, see that? And then just pull this wing out a little bit. No! No! Let's see if I can get it to sit in that direction. And flex the wing out. Flex out. Yes. There we go. Now for the next part. Yeah, see, like when you're building, after you build this piece right here, it will tell you to decal it right afterwards. And the reason for that is where you're going to slam it into the jet, you'll never be able to access it again. So instead of decaling it, because these decals right here, oh my god, not good. It's better just to, if you can, put a little thinner and some Tamiya black and try to paint it, because the grooves are really good. Now, I've noticed that you already have your fins, but you didn't tell me to put fins on it right here. Oh, right there, yes. You do tell me to put on the fins. Okay. I don't really think it'll hurt it if I put the fins on afterwards. I'd rather put the fins on afterwards too. So let's go ahead, pop you here, let you just sit for a moment, and grab the next bit of pieces I'm going to need. Which are indeed the fins. Or whatever wing, I don't know. Again, I painted these pieces because the decals are okay, but they chip. As I've shown before, they'll chip down. In fact, I have it right here. Pulled out my prototype. The white prototype. See how the fins just kind of, ugh, the decals are just, and these are decals too, which is why the decals don't want to fit. They don't want to fit perfectly across. I'm halfway tempted when I'm done with this one down here to consider just ripping up the, I don't know if you can really rip up the decals on this one. No, I could never get rid of that edge. Oh well, at least it won't look like that. Overall, this is a cool plane. It's missing a few pieces, but needs a little work too. I still like it. I'm just a little bit curious why they thought the YF-19 should be white. Whoa, buddy. Don't be ripping around the... There we go. Alright, that stuff's had enough time to dry. Let me clean off these pieces and prepare to slap them on. I do not have the nails for this. Let me try those stamp tweezers, because they got that flat edge. Maybe that flat edge can, like, say, grab this one and I can hold that one. Alright, well, here we go. Nice. Nice. The blood red is more of a gloss color. That won't matter too much in the end, because again, I'm going to spray the whole thing with a lacquer. The lacquer is like a clear coat shield. What? Wait. Why are you here? What? You're white. Did you come off the YF-19? You did. Okay, just put it up here. Jeez. Alright, I need to apparently be more careful with that model and use a little bit more glue. Anyone's who's curious, I actually do reuse these little sticky things on the sticks like they are until they get too much paint on them, or I just feel like tossing them. So yeah, they are reusable. especially on a part that hasn't been painted yet. It's like, who cares? Need to order some more of that tack stuff soon. Oh, I hate doing it this way, but enough of it. Nice. Looks like I missed the mark a little bit on that one, actually. I can fix it. 4 out of 5. What am I talking about? I'm not counting that. It's 4 out of 4. 3 out of 4. Yeah, it's good enough. It's one of those things that after I'm done touching things up, hopefully only I remember it, because as the person who makes the model, I'm sure anyone can tell you that makes models, you never forget your mistakes. You can overlook most people's their what they think are terrible mistakes, but when it comes to your own mistakes, you're just like, oh, right. Now the question is, before I install these things, because it's not difficult, it shouldn't be difficult, I don't remember it being difficult to install them, do I want to go ahead and slap the landing gears in first or last? Might as well do the landing gears. That's good, because it'll give this area more time to solidify, though honestly it probably doesn't need it. And here's my landing gears. How many tires are in the rear? One big one? Okay, so let me take you guys, put you over here for now. Take these tires down. These are front tires. No, I don't want to put you up there for some reason. Just in case there's a little debris. This is the front tire then, right? No, these are the rear. I'm getting a new pair of Tamiya nippers pretty soon. I like these. They've done pretty well. That being said, sometimes they do leave a little bit of a stress mark. And I think more than not, it's because of their age. I've used them on several models. And let's just face it, they're cheap. They're cheap and old. But Hasegawa models are even cheap and old. They serve me well. Very well, Admiral. Wait, he's the Admiral. Extended flying. Huh. You might not get used. The deuce is that? And I'll need this for the front, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it on the tree just for the moment. Okay, wait. I gotta take you guys off the trees too. I cut them off the tree like that so I could paint them individually. After I finish this model, I need to work on finishing my VE11 Thunderseeker. It's pretty close. It just needs, I think, one more paint to come in. I'm going with a gray wolf. A wolf gray, I should say. It's a pretty sick color. But it'll stay. It should stay mainly true. Okay, so there's the bottom. No, don't pop out. This is one of those times when you kind of just know it. You're like, I'm going to get paint, or I'm going to get this crap on myself. I just feel it. That being said, maybe not. Maybe I can... Gotta be careful because I don't want it to accidentally release this thing and fling it across the room. Okay, so there we go. Just something. No. It's see what it's doing. It's trying to move it. It's trying to fling it across the room. Yeah, still try to fling it. Look, I just need you to hold it like that. Hold it like that for just a few moments. Preferably hold it like that until I'm done, but... No. I saw that. You tried to move. Okay. Take this side and just... touch the edges. Let that sit for a moment and pray it doesn't zing off. And because I don't trust it not to zing off, there. So if you pop off somewhere, hopefully you'll stay in this area. I'll take this masking tape off of here. I was painting something. I didn't want it to mark these up too bad, but really, if it did mark those up too bad and you wanted to clean them, just hit it with acetone. Acetone is the magic destructor of all paint. It's kind of interesting. It's like, well, I don't have acetone. Does your girlfriend or wife have nail polish remover? Because if she does, you have acetone. You likely have it. Alright, it's not currently moving, so let's try this again. Drop. Big old glob. And issue here. Come back. Lesser glob. Go ahead and make a little circle. There it is. Put you under the jumpy shield. These are for the front. That's for the front. These are for the rear. Oh no, see that? That's what I feared. It never bonded in there. I hate to do it like that, but no big deal. So when I'm looking at these, they go like this. They don't really have anything to attach to, which is strange. Seems to aim down a little bit. Why does everyone in my neighborhood have to have a big truck? We all know what the answer to that is. Because they like to go four-wheeling. No. Probably not. I hate doing that. Because it's Saturday, man. And people just need to cut loose. They don't cut loose. Every now and then they get wound up tight and unfortunate things can happen. No, it's got to be this one. Right? Huh. Yeah. Come on. Get in there. There we go. Really? Landing gear. You go here. I'll slap those on towards the very end. I'm curious how I'm going to convince these pieces just to stay there. I mean, I assume I'm just going to glue it and just hold it there for a moment. That's still kind of weird. Starting to work. It needs more glue so I can create a stronger bond. That glue dried up, so hit it with the balm. I thought I was doing final assembly, but looks like I'm doing a little bit of assembly on the way to final. I don't know if I want you leaning against the landing gear. I want you like right there. Alright, so let it just sit there, create a weak bond. I'll come back and hit it again after it's dried for like 2 minutes or so.